Hi there, welcome back to Paolo's channel. The model of today is another diecast from newspaper shop, and it is a March 751 driven by Vittorio Brambilla Gorilla in Austria 1975. This was the car that was famous because Vittorione was an amazing pilot of the 70s, and he looked like a kind of Jochen Mass, one of that big guys with curl, and it was a very, they were Brambilla brothers, and they had a small garage right outside the Monza track back in time, ordinary garage, so it was possible to visit them. I was lucky enough to see them still in activity in the 80s, and it was absolutely nice to go there and talk to them. Brambilla was that pilot that if you see the ugly fatal crash from Ronnie Peterson, it looks like the one that really died in that car crash, because it was the one that in the images of the video is taken away by the ambulance crew, and he looks absolutely dead. Instead, he was just stoned by the big hit that he get, but he didn't have any issues at all. It was Ronnie Peterson that died in Monza 1978. So this March 751 is absolutely interesting. First of all, because of the scale. These people from the collections of here you see the data of the collection if you need them. Spanish also. I want to see, that is the code if you want to search for it. And it was just available in the newspaper shop around the end of September, middle end of September, because this is a collection that they are making 1/24 scale. And as I said in my previous video, I like a lot this scale because it's the same one of the GT cars and the road cars, so you can have the same proportion of these vehicles aside of your ordinary kit. Instead, the nicest production and the most interesting scale for Formula 1 models is just their own 1/20 scale, so it's much bigger in dimension, and I don't think it exists this March 751. If not, maybe done with Studio 27 or Model Factory Hero, so a little more pricey kit. The model is absolutely decently looking. I mean, remember, this is a toy for 25 euros, so you cannot expect so much. Of course, you cannot expect fine details and photo etched part. This is just a shape, just a toy, so you have to remember this when you buy these items. As you see, the seat belt are just printed over. The details are to be quite thick, is nothing at the level of any decent model that we can build up today with the stuff that we can find for our hobby, but it's anyway interesting because, as I said, I don't think that anybody will ever produce a kit of the March 751 in 24 scale, so it's absolutely a must if you are interested in stuff of the 70s, if you are interested in this type of older vehicles and just collect them as they are. And if you get tired, if you keep them in their original box and so on, it's quite easy also to sell when they became a little older, because there is always quite big interest in these models. There is a lot of collection exit arriving in the newspaper shops, both in Italy and in Spain and in France, that are quite different. So if you search around in eBay and in Amazon, you can find the different types. Just you have to maybe to know what you are searching around, because there is so many around, so much around, that it's absolutely complicated. The stuff is made in Bangladesh, probably because the workers cost nothing down there, and it's anyway decently and quite precise for the money that they are. So in my opinion, is absolutely worth it, the price. So you know what you are buying, so you know that you are basically just buying a toy and nothing more and nothing less, but it's worth it. I mean, it's worth it, and the proportion is respected, the details is nicely done. All the decal of these models are not ordinary decal sheet, but they are tampograph, so it is the stuff that have to be stamped over the body. It means that they usually last better than our ordinary decal, and they don't need the final pure glossy coat over. Despite this car, even more the Formula 1 in the 70s were absolutely not glossy and shiny like the latest Formula 1 ever. In this series they already made several Ferrari. They made I think 2 Ferrari from Schumacher, 1 from Kimi Raikkonen, and soon it will arrive also the one from 1976 from Niki Lauda and or Clay Ragazzoni. You just have to follow their website. This is the Formula One collection 124, so if you just Google for it, you will find all the issues that already have been done and the one that will be produced in the future. They started in the beginning with the Senna McLaren and I think Kimi Raikkonen Ferrari, that they are still available for a couple of them for 20 euros, including postage, at least in Italy. So it means that you basically spend 10 euro to have 10 euros, if you smoke is two packet of cigarettes, but it's nothing, I mean, in modeling. So I think it's absolutely worth it to have these toys at least somewhere around your garage or somewhere around the house. They are decently made. In my opinion, it's absolutely worth the buying. So that's it. Hope you like the video and see you in the next one. Bye.